What's up, guys? Bringing you the tutorial today. It's T-Rom here. Thought a little bit of background music today in my tutorial just because it seems like always the voice gets kind of boring, so maybe a little bit of music will keep you a little more interesting. So I'm going to show you how to get a pretty good color correction on your clips right here. So you see we got our regular clip. I imported that. Get your 1280 720. And you see, clips by themselves really don't look that good. You gotta get something to spice them up. So we're going to be using an effect called Magic Bullet Looks. So we're going to go ahead and use that effect, Magic Bullet Looks, and then you get this pop-up, and you gotta click on Edit. This comes up. You will have this extra editor come up. You got your clip right here in the frame you reviewed in After Effects. So I'm going to add a few effects to this to make it look a lot better, make your montages, edits look insane. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to the Post tab on the side here, and you're going to click on Lift Gamma Gain and drag that onto the clip. And now when you got that, you're going to have these color tabs over here. So see on the map right here, it's kind of a bluish tint. So we're going to want to try to go for a bluish color correction. So drag this first one just a little bit out to the side, little blue. You can see it changing a little bit. Second one for the gamma, you're going to want to drag it way more out there. Just to enough where it looks pretty good, but not overkill. And then the gain, you're going to want to drag it the exact opposite direction of the gamma. That'll even it out, but it'll still give it some good color correction. Now, you can mess with that a little bit, change the levels, like the lightness and darkness of that. I'm not going to do too much of that right now. But then we're going to want to go back, and you're going to want to go to Camera. You want to scroll down, and you want to get Curves. And you'll drag that on, and you can drag that on. I drag it onto the back, the nuke looking symbol. And now, to get the best color correction, I think, that's not too over contrasted, you're going to want to make an S shape. So you click on the points and you can drag them up, drag them down. See? Maybe that's a little bit too dark. We're going to back up a little bit. Mess with that a little bit. There we go. You can add a little bit of shadow. Take that away a little bit. Add some boost the midtones. Highlights. And there we go. That looks pretty good so far. Now if we go to Lens, you can add an edge softness. The edge softness is kind of like a gentle blur on the outside. So in here it looks too blurred, you got too much of the clip thing blurred. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it out so it's just around the outer edges, move it right around the outside of the HUD. And then I'm going to change the blur size just a little bit because it looks a little too blurred. You kind of want it to look smooth, almost match the clip. But you can turn the quality up to make it a little bit smoother as well. So, see, I think it looks pretty good. And now, here's some optional things you can do. You can go to Matte and then Diffusion. Now, when you see a lot of edits with glow in them, this is pretty much how they do it. The Diffusion will add the glow from the light spots in the clip. So say you're going to turn the size up, you can see the brighter areas of the clip. They'll get a little bit brighter and glow more. And in really bright clips, you'll get this a lot. You can change the color of the glow. Say since it's blue, I'll just make it a more blue glow. Let's see. Right there. So you can change the highlights. Glow goes a lot up. And then one last thing I do that kind of gives it a cool look is a vignette. You can click that and drag that on there. It kind of darkens the edge around to pretty much where you got the edge softness. So you can adjust the radius, that'll bring the darkness in more. I kind of like to keep it just around about there. So you got some of the edges will darken, and then I'll do the spread. Back that up a little bit so it doesn't look as dark in the middle. And fall off, not so much of that. You can lessen the strength so you still get that darkness but not as intense. And then you're going to want to hit OK. Don't X out of it because that'll just lose all your settings. And you can see the change in the clip. Looks a lot better there. It's a lot better than your clip that you started out with. See, you can see there's some of the diffusion right there, the glow. And you can mess around and change the colors around for whatever map you're on. Get it to match. Some other maps use some oranges, some reds, some yellows on. So I'll just go ahead and then I'll RAM preview this out real quick. You can see looks a lot better. See, you get that blue glow. on the edges. So that's pretty much it. That's how you get a good color correction. And then there's also, you can go back in and add the vignette later if you want to, but that's just optional. So I'll show the clip at the end to show the final color corrected clips. I'll show the original clip and the color corrected one to show you the difference. So thanks for watching.
Friendly airstrike on the way! Our UAV is online!